sunshine on your face. Oh man. Right there, bro. That is the boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. Good morning, marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the most, Marky Saint, and every morning I get up and I'm blessed to be alive. Welcome to the bungalow. Welcome to the podcast station. Uh, Welcome to the trees and the breeze. And honestly, welcome to my broken heart. You know, went for broke with the chick, got naked into the full moon, fell in love with her again. She just broke my heart and blocked me, you guys. Just like that. 2 weeks gone, my heart torn, and I gotta keep it real. You know, I gotta keep it real. Realest one on the internet. Second place, third place. I don't want to see her with another dude. She had complications. I had her naked on the beach. I didn't fuck her. Next day, she's got herpes. Did I dodge a bullet or did I miss an opportunity? It's the second time I've had a beautiful woman in the ocean with me, Thailand Bay, and not got to get laid or cement the relationships. And I've been listening to some of these trips in the morning. These guys are explaining things pretty well for me. I guess I can just throw some of this on real quick because it makes so much sense when you're listening to it. Avoiding attachment styles. Uh, Fucking someone sawing something early in the morning. And what was it? Where was it that I learned the most about it? The sickest game, the psychology, seduction, 14 proven ways to destroy a woman's ego. I just walked away from her, bro. I just couldn't do it anymore. I just sat across from her. I didn't sit right next to her. Tried to hug her and about knocked everything over the table. Was part of our energy. Anxious avoiding. Ask this when dating. This guy's pretty good. Um, There's something on my phone that I had watched. I found this guy that talks about life. He's really good about it. Um, where are the videos I was watching? Watch history. Do this when this happens. Let me see. Something.
Assert their boundaries.
No, look at that
Hey, can
one.
I get your help on the way we handle conflict?
Yeah, can I get your help on the way we handle conflict? Amen, brother. Oh man, Mark, you're just not prepared to see it. I thought it was. It must be one of those lives, but you can't stop editing it. This isn't. Is this an excuse?
In any situation where you're dating someone and they give you a
Uh,
logic as to why they can't do certain things, why they can't commit to a relationship, why they have no time, why they can't ever meet out, come to our side of town and we always have to go to theirs. Someone may give you a watertight logic as to why that's true. And when they do, if you're an empathetic person, and if on top of that you throw in a healthy dose of I really want them, then you will buy into that logic. And you'll even sell your friends on the logic. You'll sell people you know on the logic. That means you've been converted. But the phrase that we've said in the past, which holds true today. You have your reasons, but I have my reality. If my reality is that what you're giving me isn't enough for me to be happy, then your reasons as to why that is don't matter. In any situation.
and that's what ended up happening. You know, I want to respect her celibacy, but she lost it a month before me. And then she's rubbing her butt all over me on full moon, and I can't stick it. Part of me is like, good job not sticking it, because you would have probably got herpes again. But I've had outbreaks in years, and some people are stressing out, and they're blocking me in the end. You can have them literally in the ocean and be addicted to them. And I talked about a love addiction. I probably should have changed this, But my heart's broken because it's like I didn't think we'd never not see each other again, and there I was walking off, thinking I was such a Billy badass walking off, the look away 3-pointer, And she's like, "What? You're not gonna say goodbye?" And I'm just like, "No." And I asked her there. I sat there. Why don't you go with Mo? She kept talking about this guy, and oh, it's gonna be weird, and I don't want anybody to be jealous. And I'm like, please stay on your side of the island. Please don't come here with some other dude and show off to me. And she got too many options. I'm like, you got too many orbiters. You got too many options. You're not choosing me. You're keeping your plate open. I said, you want to go Mo and start a business? No. She wants to be a badass businesswoman. Fine. Many girls choose their career over their families. Fair enough. You don't want me, or you want to have some babies with me and get to know me. No, didn't want to do that either. Okay. Well, guess what? I'm out. And that was it. And I walked away. So, what are you going to say? I'm like, no. I thought about it all day. And then the little Russian girl was near me. And she said, I just got the message after she left the beach. She said, come to the beach. And I'm like, I just now got to, oh, my Wi Fi wasn't working. And I was like, I thought you were mad at me. She's like, I thought you were mad at me. And we had some giggles. And she said, get up, give me a hug. And a little kiss on the cheek. And she kind of liked me. She was like, I was like, come model for me. No, I'm not coming up your room. It's dangerous. You're a man. You're a crazy man with a big beard and could be terrorist. And I was like, that's so rude. I'm like, you're a nice person, but you're mean as fuck. See how we are? You know? See how that all works out, bro? So, yeah, these things, they happen. And uh, maybe they don't happen for a reason. I don't know, man. I felt so lost because it's like I had this another beautiful girl on the beach, and she was naked in front of me with someone that I had sex with, someone that I was yearning for. But I stopped myself because I didn't want to be addicted to her anymore. I didn't want to be addicted to the madness where someone that I love could look at me in my face and say that's not what they want, and that they want to be a cat lady and go be the next Vera Wang like the last one. And I just, it was just crazy. But I didn't expect to get blocked, and there it was. And yesterday I was so on, like, I have a vessel and she's gonna be mine, and at least she wanted to keep my child, just literally blocked me. And this reality, and like that's the thing, is that my reality wasn't, my needs weren't met, man. She's all over this fucking island, bumping into her and shit. She's got the fucking, everywhere she stays, the guy's into her, or there's another dude that's stalking her, or she just lives for the drama, and I don't think she notices it. And I just wanted to get off the carousel. I said, well, I respectfully bow out of this race. I didn't even know I was in. I thought it was just me and you. You got 8 different friends, and all of them, some of them think they still got a chance, and you're just so beautiful. You love the attention, and then the drama, and then there's a tarot card reading, and then, a seance, and then now there's going to be a cord cutting. She's going to do a cord cutting ceremony for us. Sad, y'all. This is what ends up happening, you know? These hoes ain't loyal, never will be, and you have to go through these things, dude, and it sucks because I wanted it to be something real for me, but it wasn't just for me. It was another dude, and they're supposed to be in business together, and then there's the herpes breakout, and I'm just like, oh fuck no, man, no, 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 no. I'm like, I think I dodged a bullet, but I caught it before when I was in college, bro. So it's not my first thing. I haven't had breakouts in years. Thought I had a scare the other day. Maybe it was a scare from her. Maybe. And you never know. And that's what it is. You want to stick your dick into something and it'll trap you. And then I think I would have been even more trapped. I would have been more Twitter baited. I would have chased her more around the island. And thanks to her celibacy and me sticking to it, I got some post nut clarity. I got to get away from it and say, okay, I'm not that addicted to it. I need more space between me and it, because otherwise I would just go back and take a hit without even thinking about it. I wanted to message her this morning. She already blocked me. And, you want to get right back on that roller coaster of love. And there's love addiction. I can send it to you. I'll show you what I sent her. But there's a pattern, and I had to recognize my patterns real quick. It's so easy, not so easy to cut off your patterns, but not so easy to recognize them either. But to objectively do something about it, and that's what I did. I took action and just bowed out because it was too much for your boy Saint. And let me see here. I wish you the best. I'll do a cord cutting spell for us tomorrow, just like that, bro. Instagram user, but yeah, not even naming him. Love addiction for each. Emotional withdrawal from fantasy. Okay, wait. Returns to fantasy or moves on to new relationship. Obsesses and medicates. In response to the avoidance seductiveness and enters the relationship into a haze of fantasy. Denies partners walls and importance of life outside relationship experience and events that shatters denial, pain, anger, fear, shame, rage, panic, emotional withdrawal, fantasy, and then you go back into the session and medication, or I would call self medication. And that's what ends up happening. You know, you get a hit that feels so good, you almost ignore all the red flags. You just want to be you just want to hit. You know, I mean, this is the same part of addiction. Like straight up, you don't care how it's going to hurt you later. You don't care that they they block you. You just want them near again because that's the only time you feel close to something. And that's why you have to really ask yourself, you know, are you bonding, trauma bonding to people? And that's why she said she was celibate, because you're not, you know, sex doesn't fix the pain that's inside. And she had so much pain. You know, she kept speaking of pain, and I have my own pain that I have to deal with. And that's what really it came down to. It's just like, well, I'm trying to heal myself on this island. You come around, and I stop sleeping with the person that I was sleeping with, and I go celibate, and I hold a flame for you, and you, meanwhile, you got flames all over the place. And maybe they're not the same as me, and I didn't think that they were. But, you know, I started to keep her at a distance, and look into her eyes and not see what she said or how pretty she was, but to see the distance in her eyes, that there was no, um, she didn't mind saying to my face that that's not what she wanted. And I was like, cool, you already said I'm not on your path. You only have some options. You go with this dude, this dude. You want to go career option? I said, cool. There's a lot of chicks that choose career over family, man. I get it. We're in the 21st century. You want to be the next Vera Wang. You want to be popular. You want to be free. You want to control the masteries. And all these dudes will be willing to do anything for you because they're all pandering and you're so sexy. They'll wait in the wings. They'll let you be pansexual. They'll let you um, be polyamorous and sleep with other people and love other people, and want me to be elf on a shelf for 2 weeks while you figure out who you're gonna bang next, or how long you're gonna have your celibacy, or switching on and off as they preferred. And it just hurt, man. This block hurt because I didn't expect that, and I've had a lot of women that got close to me and blocked me, and usually usually from some sort of miscommunication or tragedy. But this one blindsided me and happened so quickly. You know, within 2 weeks it was already Block City, and she stopped saying she loved me as much. The things you notice and then you be okay with, and they're so pretty and shiny, and that you want them, and you're like, you would be so perfect on my shelf, or I'm getting put on your shelf of dudes that will pander to you or tell you that you're beautiful or give you that amount of attention, and then you're addicted to it and you pretend that you're in love with them, but that you can just block them. And that's what it comes down to. We block commitment, we block accountability, and there was no accountability for my feelings. It was just the way that it was. You know, I'm poly. This is just the way that I am, and here's all these dudes that I slept with, and now I got to know the stories about them, and a little too honest about the exes, and something you just don't want to hear. I watched a video where the guy goes, when you get back with your ex, and she's a little too honest, and then there's the basketball team, and then there was the Puerto Rico trip, and then there was the, they just get their fucking complete freak on. I thought she was fucking someone else. She stays at a bungalow. The dude at the bungalow wants to bang her. Mo's out there, poor Mo. I don't know you, bro, but I saw a photo of you guys together. He's trying to get a selfie and make it into thing. Everybody's pointing things to Mo. Go with Mo, go with Mo. I said, just go with Mo then, bitch. Stay away from me, man. He's gonna make you rich. You're gonna have a bunch of babies. That's not what you want, and that's suffocating you too. And try to give you your space. I even gave you your safety on the beach, and you still rubbing your butt against me. So it's just one of those things where I get mixed messages, her flashing me titties, or getting sexual and talk, and being naked with me, basically. Not basically, definitely naked with me on the beach, and felt like I should have taken advantage of it, and I would have consummated the relationship, and then she would have been all sprung on me, and then it would kind of shifted the balance. But then she would be like, maybe you took advantage of me again, or I'm trying to keep my celibacy, and I'm like, I'm a threat to your celibacy. You can't be around me with that booty on the beach. And I missed an opportunity. I feel stupid, even if I would have got herpes. I already had herpes, and the simplex has been in my body for, I don't know, two decades, and I never have any outbreaks. And for the most part, I feel clean and this might not stress living, but she got an outbreak the next day. And I'm like, would I have caught it? Would I have got to enjoy it? She be more in love with me, or would she just be using me for sex again and attention? And as soon as that was gone, I was blocked. And then that's just what the reality of it, you know. I blocked some people too. The girl came back to the island and she found another dude to fucking cohabitate with. You know, pretty girls never have a problem finding friends, but us men finding real friends and real love and realness is just slim, bro. It's slim pickings, man. It ain't like that. People want to be like that, but that's not the way it actually is. And then that's when you get into actuality. This person actually love me, or are they using me? And it's a tough reality because then you got to really dig deep and you find out the truth. And most of us don't want to find out the truth, so we rather live in the illusion. But I wasn't chasing her. She came back to the island and I saw her again. Are you stalking me? And I'm like, no, bitch. I was just walking up the street randomly. You were the one that said you're gonna stalk me and that you got saints addiction, that you love me, and that look at these thighs and trying to pretty much gaslight me, boost up my ego. And then it was just like that, boom, drop the hammer. You ain't got nothing left. You don't get any access to attention. There's no morning text. There's no morning songs. There's no morning memes. It all goes right out the window. Polyamory, and she used to do what she wants. And now she's on this island somewhere with me. She's supposed to be gone in like 5 days, in less than a week. That's why I was bowing out. I mean, it takes what 1 or 2 weeks to get over a herpes outbreak anyway. So there we go, from having sex the first day to not having any sex at all because of celibacy, and then an argument, and then a period, and then an outbreak, and then a missed opportunity. I'm just over myself. I'm over all the heartache. I'm over all the pain, and that's why I smoke weed. It's my self medication, and I'm trying to figure it out my damn self, dude. I'm trying to figure out do and why can't I disconnect? You can't stop me either. Trying to find that other video that made sense to me. The guy was doing it so much. I really like the way he says why we need to. Yeah, this is.
So do you take it?
Go slow to go fast. Because when we take our time with people, we actually weed out all of these people that we've assumed are angels, but are love bombers, people that aren't serious, people that don't want a relationship, they just want an experience, and they'll say anything to create an experience. People who want you to move jobs or towns or your whole life to be with them on a whim and minimize the impact that would have on your life to do so. People who expect you to make 10 times the amount of sacrifice and compromise so that they can have this wonderful experience of being in love. And then you find out 6 months later that they're not on the same page as you at all, that they haven't made the giant sacrifices that you have made, that they were just in the market for an experience. You don't know any of these things in the beginning. So we go slow to go fast. Go slow to go fast. Because when we take our
fast,
time,
man. And my mom's saying, take it slow, Mark. Take it slow, 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 slow. Well, she must have said slow 17 times, and it'll never sink in because it feels so hot, heavy. It feels like the rocket ship's lifted off, and who wants to stop a rocket? Who wants to stop a rocket?
Who's still great in week 8 is showing you the right things. But if they suddenly ghost you in week 9, then it doesn't mean they would have been great in week 16.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, but they were the one, and I don't know what, I need closure. You have closure. Mm-hmm. That action was closure. What they showed you is they had 8 good weeks in them.
Yeah.
That's it. 2 weeks and done. Come on. Connection. There you are. You're live again. And you don't want to look at the facts, and it's just 6 months to vet someone. Didn't even make it 2 weeks, and I'm getting blocked and having arguments, and it's exploding, and that's what ends up happening. We don't want to see the forest through the trees, and it's like, let me see, is this it? I'll tie it. Another good one.
There's an intensity to one that feels unavailable, and then the feeling you get when they give you a little bit of attention feels like, it's exciting.
Straight
it's
drugs,
euphoric,
bro.
It's this huge
That
release.
was my drug.
It's not a normal feeling that you have in a stable relationship. So if you live your life chasing that feeling, you're going to have to keep going and getting those highs in people like that, where it's push-pull all the time. There's no sense of just, oh, there's a piece to this. Peace doesn't necessarily feel
peaceful
exciting.
at first,
and if exciting
and it just
is what
became
you're
a
always
roller
driving
coaster.
towards, if
Talking
that's the
about
thing
other
you
men,
value
talking about
most,
other drama.
then you'll be attracted to situations that create those kinds of feelings.
Then I'm addicted to the high, and then I just wanted to be off of it. It wasn't that she wasn't beautiful. It wasn't that I didn't think we had a future. It wasn't that she was whispering babies in my ear. It's just that she kept whispering other things, like other men, and wanting to stay poly and keep her options open and not commit to me, and wanting to keep her celibacy, and wanting to be so messy that you heal through people, and then she wipes her ass with my soul. And then I was like, I was sick of doing that. That's why I actually went celibate. And how celibate can you be if you had sex 1 month before me? Well, before that was 7, 8 months. So you already had a slip up. I'm not your whoopsie. I'm your second whoopsie. As a matter of fact, I'm your blocked. I'm your next. I'm your whatever. And supposed to be in 2 days or tomorrow. Next day, she's gonna be coming, and I'm gonna be fucking seeing her with some other dude. She's like, I don't want any jealousy. And she's kind of hinting at me that we would be dancing together and he would be jealous. And it's like, you're setting me up to fail. What if he's dancing with you and I get jealous? I don't want to see you with anybody for that matter of fact. Please stay to your side. So I told her, so please stay to your side of the island. Bow out gracefully. Then the Russian girl left, and at least she said 2 3 weeks I'll be back, and then you can come see me. So she was already trying to flirt with me, and she loved the attention, and maybe she wanted something from me. She got her face all close to me, and we could see each other, and she had it. Stand up, give me a hug, and wanted to hug me, and wanted to kiss me on the cheek, and I didn't make her do any of those things. So for a minute there, it felt like I was gonna get laid last night. Had another girl on the way, and the love of my life was there, and then the next minute, love of my life blocked me. Um, the regular didn't show up or answer, and Russia went home with her bottle of water that she wouldn't even give me a sip of. This is my life. Human to human, she didn't want to give me a sip of water. I had cotton mouth, and she wouldn't even let me sip her water. These bitches wouldn't piss on me if I was on fire, and I start feeling alone. And then I started sitting with my friend Christian, and he was sitting there, and he started crying, and he's been having a tough time getting over a girl, and then he just lost his granddad, and that really hit home for him. Can't believe he popped an ecstasy pill in front of me, and he started drooling on himself. So I mean, that must make him feel better, but man, I was dying inside. 2 drinks, he said, I'll be fine. And he pounded that and a shot of tequila, and it's just like, grieving takes time, and it's not helpful when you're trying to do it with drugs and doing it wrong. And that's why I didn't self harm. I did isolate, kept dancing, but this block hurt. I mean, so I can contact her other ways and shit like that, but that block hurt, and that we would never talk again and never be friends. And I walked away without saying goodbye, and that's how it ends. And it could have ended the week before, like I thought it did, and my heart hurt for like a week, and then I got hurt again, and goddamn pain Olympics, man. I'm sick of doing laps with my heart, so I'd rather do it with my feet than my heart. I'd rather do it right from the start. Even how pretty and magical these beings are, I want the real. So that's what I'll just get. So if it's not some fake ass, quick ass candlelit dinner, one night stand or one night date with the Finland girl who used me and kind of went off on her own things, and I only want to play heart with one person. I'm a hopeless romantic like that. I don't want to be making sunset heart signs with all the girls. I don't want to be the comeback kid and wait around with my number in a line and hope that I get chosen, and then I don't, and then I get blocked, and it happens so fast. My head spins. So she was doing my head in, making me feel like there was something. And maybe that's what she does with all the boys. It's just a maniacal thing she does. She uses her sexuality to get attention, and then when she gets it, she plays them. And then I just didn't want to get played. I was like, I respectfully bow out whatever game I just entered. I'd rather take my hat out of the ring, and that's exactly what we did. So cord cutting ceremony today apparently for us, and I didn't even know there was an us. And then how's there an us? And she's like, I wish you well. Block. It was just like that. Dropped the hammer on me, right on my ego, and right on my feelings, and right on my heart. And I'm sick of my heart getting an anvil falling on it every fucking time she wants it to, and no care for how I feel or no compromise. Just it helps to be in relationships that with people that are already poly and shit like that. It's complicated, man. Those people have tough relationships. I did my research. They're constantly spitting their energy. we only get so many times in the day, and someone's gonna always feel like they got the short end of the stick, or someone's gonna be the primary, and even the primary is gonna have to share sometimes. And I just couldn't wrap my head around it, and couldn't wrap my heart around it, and couldn't wrap my heart around her. Every time I tried love on her stuff, it just was like further away, and she would jump on the cat and get distracted or scroll away and talk about different topics. But when it came down to connecting, she had walls and restrictions and celibacies. And I was just like, how can you have celibacy after you slept with me? How can you go back to celibacy after you slept with me? And how can you rub your butt against my dick and talk sexually and flash me your tits? You're full of mixed messages. And that's when I started to feel the roller coaster. That's when I was like, the roller coaster of love. Say what? Roller coaster of love. Say what? I was feeling that. High highs and low lows. Feels like drugs all over again. And now that I'm off the sauce, I feel the withdrawals. I feel the addiction. I feel me chasing a feeling, even besides the fact that it would hurt me and destroy me inside. I would still go get another hit of crack. Or like I heard the homie at the bar, or one of the guys just randomly at the bar. I tried crack once. I liked it way too much. I feel like that. I tried love once. I liked it way too much. I wanted to get a hit and then avoid it, and then get another hit and then avoid it, and try to say that I'm getting clean, and I don't want this thing, and then I'll be in the alleyway fucking texting and trying to FaceTime or send a meme or send a song or wait for 111 or 222 or 333, and all these things are just obsessing. And then I'm here alone, going home alone again, and I kind of I'm not alone because now I have my sobriety. I have my peace of mind. I have no neighbors. I'm on this beautiful island. Girls are getting spit out left, right, straight. Maybe not as much as I'm used to, and not enough to fix a broken heart, but it's no one else's job to fix my heart. And it's definitely not someone's job to break it either. So, I gotta be guarded too, and that's why I start putting up my own walls. That's why I start running in the other direction. Because if I didn't run further enough from the nicotine, or further enough from the cocaine, or further enough from the girl, I'd still be too close to use, and then I would probably abuse. I would take it all and keep it, and steal it, and steal away from my other time so I could go get another hit, or walk away from my friends, or stop what I was doing and fuck up my whole rhythm and fuck up my whole mind and soul, and just so you can um, block me and become an Instagram user, a not an NPC, a non-player character. What the fuck? You went from the highest to highest, the vessel that I wanted to put my seed into, someone I don't even talk to anymore. Someone I could just walk away from, and we would not have no contact ever again, being on the same island, on the same side of the planet at this time, and we just wasted it. We didn't make love during the full moon, and we keep separating and blocking. I keep walking away and scared and running. She ran too, and it doesn't take two avoidance. This is how two avoidance date. Fuck me, man. Broken hearts, bro. Broken hearts. What a bunch of broken souls trying to break each other some more. And it's just a bull in a china shop next to another Aquarius, and they're just too much for me. And the Scorpio is just, she just loves the idea of it. And then what's the other one? Shit, I don't even know what her sign is. Fuck, I forgot. How did I forget her sign? She just had like a birthday, didn't she? Guess it's not as important to me. So if they're not laying me, they're not between, they're not on this dick, and I'm not between their thighs. I gotta realize that it might not be as important to them as I think it should be or could be. And and maybe it's love bombing, and maybe it's. I mean, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Peace and love, baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me, Chigathon. And that means goodbye, but not forever, and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, subscribe. But also comment below. When have you had a broken heart, and how did you know? And how did you get away from it? How did you heal it? And help everybody in the comments below and see, how do we heal these things? Sorry, I'm addicted to love, you guys. I just love Addict, and then I get in these loops. And yesterday I was also in loopy because she texted me, and I had that high, and I felt that way, and it felt that way, and felt true to that, you know. But she was feeding me lines, and I didn't know she was just gonna block. Cut the feed, cut the live. I'm gonna go stay alive. Peace. Ciao. Besos.